Hello, and welcome to Lifeline. I'm your host, Apostle Brian Pruitt. I want to talk about the grass is not always greener on the other side. Sometimes we make what I like to call emotional decisions. And this usually happens during the time that we are unhappy about certain situations or we are upset with a particular person. And throughout that whole process of being frustrated and angry and tired, and uh, we begin to peer into something else. We begin to look at other things. We begin to compare. And we say that, hey, this other thing or this other person is much better than what I have, or that place, it's got to be a lot better than where I am. And so we begin to move without thought. We begin to move out of this place of being angry and being upset with everybody, that we only get to the place or we find out that even in our moving to this new place or connecting with this new person, everything is going good so far, but everything is going fine during the beginning, but only to find out that we are suffering or dealing with the same issues that we dealt with before. And so I want to just save you some time and save you some energy and money. And I want you to do something for me. I want you to just pause. Give yourself an opportunity to think. Sometimes we get on the move and we move out of emotions. We move because we're upset and we're angry. And sometimes we allow the moment to cause us to make a lifetime and life changing decision. But I want to just challenge you tonight or today. I want to challenge you that before you begin to start, you know, looking at other places and comparing, I want you to just kind of just take a step back here and let's look at what's really going on. You see, one of the things that the enemy, Satan, would love to do is to keep you focused on the moment, what's happening in the moment, focusing on what's got you upset, who has you upset. He's doing this so that you can, or so that you will, uproot yourself from the place that you really should be and the person that you really should be connected to. It's all a plan, it's all a scheme. It is the same thing that he has done throughout generations. So do me a favor, pause. The next time somebody says something to you and it brings you to the point of anger, pause. The next time the situation seems like it's just unfavorable or you're at your wits' end, pause. That moment where you're like, you know what? I've had enough. This is it. I'm throwing in the towel. I've had it. Pause. That word pause is going to be your friend. Pause is a wonderful companion. The word pause is also a wonderful teacher. Because if you just begin to pause and stop and think for just 1 minute, you'll begin to see what the real problem is. The answer is not always running away. The answer is not always, connected with somebody different. Now, don't get me wrong now. We understand seasons, and sometimes that the season has come to an end in certain places and with certain people. But I'm not talking about that. That part is ordained by God. Okay, there are times where God will require change. But I'm talking about the moments where you know you don't have a God said, as we call it. God never told you that, okay, it's time to move, and you know, you've been in this place too long. You don't, you didn't get that type of word. But what's driving you is anger, frustration. What's driving you is the fact that this person in front of you just won't stop. My friend, I want you to pause, because it's in that place you'll begin to find the real problem. You'll find the root. And one of the things that the enemy does not want you to do, he does not want you to find or discover the root. If you can find the root to the matter, if you can find the root to the problem, then you can begin to address it appropriately and begin to move in the place and move with the person that you were designed to be with and where you designed to be, where God called you to be, and who God called you to be with. So I want you to just take this minute, take a moment, and I want you to think about all the things that just happened this week. Think about all the hurdles and think about some of those moments and confrontations and all of that you had to deal with. Think about, all the phone calls and all of the, face to face, conversation, and some that was not pleasant. Remember all of the name calling and all of the false accusation. Think about all that. And now once you begin to have that all played out, I want you to begin to look now and ask God, God, where's all of this coming from? Where is all of this coming from? There's much more that I want to say on this, and I will continue on this a little later. But I want to just leave you just with this. I want you to just pause. Pause. Throughout the Bible, especially in the book of Psalms, actually, you will see this word called Selah. And that word Selah means to stop, to think, to pause, to ponder on what you just read. And so right now, in this moment, what you are dealing with and what you have seen, what you have heard, I am placing a Selah. I want you to just pause and think, because I guarantee you, if you give yourself an opportunity to sit back and just to think, and even give your emotions an opportunity to just relax, to stand down, you will find the cause and you'll be able to address it appropriately. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending this time. And I hope that it was something that I said in this episode that will help you on your journey. I'll see you next time, right here on Lifeline.